Hello, how y'all doing today? Welcome back in here to Wenzel's World. It's the old man tired this afternoon. Been doing first one thing to another. Ain't got quite a bit accomplished, so that's always good, ain't it? And for whatever it's worth to you, around these parts, the dew points are high again and the humidity's up. But it's not like it was when last month. But anyway, I came out here, get under this bridge here, and the sun's about to, well, it's shining up under the bridge where I really can't get up under there. But anyway, we had some rain last week and it got this creek running again. But of course, you can tell by the sounds that it's not draining. And speaking of the sounds now, I've been hearing either, I haven't looked around. Don't be surprised if you happen to see a squirrel or a ground squirrel or a chipmunk, if you prefer to call them that. So I've been hearing some odd and things going on back behind me in the leaves back there. So you keep watch. Ain't no telling what you might see. Something might come waddling up. You don't ever know. Beaver and otters, they out during the day. And sometimes deer come around. So you just don't ever know what you might see. Well, today then, I got my rat trays pipe out here. Y'all seen it before. I smoke it every day. Just about it. That's one of the, I tell you, I got some pipes that if I'd never got them, I'd always wondered what they'd been like. And after I've got them and used them for, well, a pretty good while now, I'll go to this one right here. And there's another one I go to. It's a Peterson Bulldog and Army mount. I use it in the morning time, and I use this one right here in the evening time. And I've been smoking some of that big and burley in the middle of the day when I get through eating my dinner. Now, you understand now, breakfast, dinner, and then supper. So after my dinner then, I've been sitting on the front porch and looking around and relaxing and enjoying this season of the year. So it wasn't as humid last week as it is today. Not complaining, just stating facts. And I'm not a weatherman either. I don't mean to get over here and give you our weather report. But anyway, I went out to the mailbox last Saturday and had a package. And in that package was a box. And then, it had a cover over a box. And inside the box was that right there, some paperwork about, it's called Honest. And so what I got in it then is this shiny pipe lighter. What I'm gonna call it. Yeah, that's what it is. Pipe lighter. Oh man, you talk about a pretty thing. That thing pretty. And then of course you know you got your tools in it right here. Got your tamper. That's a sleek little thing, ain't it? Slick, just as slick, smooth. There you digger. You dig out your dottle and stuff with. And then of course you got your thing here if you pack it too tight, which I don't usually have any problems with that. But if you do pack it too tight and you need a little air space in there, you can just stick that thing right there, down in there, like that right there, and give you a little air space. So that's what that thing's for. But I tell you what, that's a shiny lighter. I like that color. That's something you ought to wear with a double-breasted suit or a three-piece suit. So that's pretty. I like this thing. And I guess my pipe's done gone out. And I can honestly say, thanks, Greg, because that's where that came from. That came from the tunnel take. Do I dare mention the name? So, and I understood they would get a replacement for him. It's called Tunnel Take Junior. Oh me. It's right humorous, ain't it? Oh me. The things we can't say in the land of the free and home of the brave. Probably shouldn't even do that right there. But if your throat clogged up, best thing to do, just get rid of it. And my biker I got in here today, well, I better use this tamper. Is Rat Tray's Sterling Flake. That's what the name of it is. And you know, it smokes good, good and strong. I like that. That big and burly, I've been liking it. It reminds me of my granddaddy's biker. He smoked in his pipe. Old strong burly, and that's all it was burly. I mean, it was just, you know, like I told you before, he grew and sold tobacco like everybody in the country did, you know, 75 years ago and longer. And some people still do. I was talking to a fella here the other day, gonna buy some hay from. He got a contract with Philip Morris. They buy his tobacco. He had some big fields of it, so he hires it out to get cut and speared and put in the barn. I guess he hires out to have it stripped too. I didn't ask him about that. Well, can't keep it lit. I thought I said a while ago this stuff stayed lit. Well, I guess it's because I'm sitting and looking and not talking. Well, happy International Smoke Rings Day. I don't always blow a smoke ring. Usually I don't do that. I just, you got to get up a certain amount of smoke in your mouth, or I do. You got to get up a certain amount of smoke in your mouth, and it's more than what I want to have whenever I'm smoking. You have to semi-freight train it, or I do, to get enough smoke built up to try to blow smoke rings. That ain't enough smoke. Okay, well, anyway. and usually do better indoors with that anyway. So, although it can be done because it ain't a lot of wind right now. Hoping there'd be some wind up under this old bridge, but ain't much of a flow of air up under here. Just about as low as you can get around here. So you'd think it'd be cooler up under here, and it is. I guess I need to speak a little bit louder. I'm give out. Well, that ain't gonna stay lit good, is it? Well, we'll try some packing and some cleaning of some ash out of here. Let's try that. Get rid of some of that ash. Some ash sometimes you just have to know when, and some ash sometimes is good because it don't burn the tobacco so bad. Now, what does that mean? It's gonna burn anyway. Well, I don't know how to explain it. You just, if that mean anything to you, you know what I'm talking about. If you don't know what I'm talking about, then it didn't mean anything to you anyway. Maybe you can remember it if it might come back to you. Oh, that's what he's talking about. We get it. I was thinking about something one day. I was watching that there man's channel. Oh me, I'm tired. You got to forgive me. Dwight. Oh, what's his channel's name? Is it Backwood Codger? I think that's it. He's talking about some coon hunting that they did and all. I thought, well, I've told this before, I think, but you probably don't remember it anyway, so it'll be new to you. And if you haven't heard it before, it will most certainly be new to you. But probably about 2020, probably about 1987 or so. Yeah, 1987. I was trapping on the Duck River in Bedford County, Tennessee. We lived on a 300-acre farm. That lady, that's the first place we ever lived. And that lady, she let us live in this big old 2-story house. Had 13 rooms. The living room was 18 by 18. Hard to heat that thing. Big, tall ceilings. And so, anyway, she had, I don't know, I think 6 different ponds on it. She let me fish anywhere I wanted to fish on there. I could do anything I wanted to do on that place. I mean, it just wasn't ours. And so, anyway, I was trapping on the Duck River, which run back behind that farm. I think it divided that farm from another farm. And so I was trapping that river back there, and I found a place where had a beaver den. I thought, well, I've never caught a beaver before, so I'm gonna set a trap here. I tied it to a big old limb. It's bigger than my arm. I guess it was big as I guess it's every bit as big, maybe a little bigger than a softball, big around. So I wired the trap to that thing, set the trap real good. Well, I caught the beaver. Thing about it is, they good chewers. And so he realized what was holding him, so he just chewed that. It was a big old limb, big old root or something. I don't remember now. He just chewed the thing in half. Well, when I came by then the next morning to run my trap line, I run it by boat, had a little old John boat, and I was trapping for mink and muskrat. I just happened to run up on that beaver den, and so I caught the beaver. He chewed the tie that I had it tied to there, wired to. So he chewed that big root, that big limb, whatever it was. He chewed it out, off. And of course, the wire come off of it then and everything. So I thought, well, that's the end of that. Well, I got on, I think I was paddling upriver. And I got on up the river a little piece of running my traps, and I heard some splashing around in some old drift place there where where the river got up, and it leaves a bunch of debris and stuff around out there in the river on a tree. And I heard some splashing around, and I got up there and I noticed it was a beaver. And so what I was putting them to sleep with is what I still have is a H&R 22. And so, and them H&Rs, they not as good as some of these other pistols are. You have to know where to aim it. I think it shoots maybe a little high and over to the left, so you have to aim at your target. You got to go off from it a little bit, like down and to the right a little bit. Once you get used to where it's supposed to go, then why you can reach your target. So anyhow, I think I shot 2 or 3 times. Finally, the last time, then why it connected. And so, who'd ever dreamed that I'd found that beaver? I just thought, well, my trap's gone, the beaver's gone, so lesson learned. But he went on up the river a piece and got tangled up. He got that trap stuff tangled up in that debris up there. And so he couldn't get away from it. So he was there until I got there. So I did get my beaver. Only one I've ever caught. Don't care if I ever catch another one. I think they're paying good for beaver right now. Cause of that, they say it's cause of that movie that came out. Back last year, I probably had a half dozen people ask me, "You watching Yellowstone?" I didn't know what they're talking about. You come to find out it's some series or movie or whatever it is. And so it got people to start wanting to wear felt hats, cowboy hats, And so they, so more hats they sell, the more beaver that they need, which made the beaver prices go up. So I didn't trap any last year, but the year before I did. So trying to catch these otters out of here. Well, I can't think of anything else to say. Can you? So I guess I'll let y'all go. Appreciate you stopping by the channel here and listening. And hope you got something out of it. So, and again, I like that little lighter right there. Yeah, boy. So I'll use that. And again, thanks, Greg. Well, y'all behave yourself now. And if nothing don't happen, we'll see you later.